Hey everyone, Ray Moonwolf here, or I guess I should really start going by Rei'tan Luclaw, or just Ray in general. But hey, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Here is my Warrior of Light. It has been a long time coming for me to actually start playing this game on the channel. But here I am. Here's my big dumb Hrothgar. And, well, it's the start of Dawntrail. And I am looking forward to this incredibly, but I'm not going in as a Reaper, as you can see. I just wanted to show you my normal outfit, as this is what I normally wear for my Reaper. But no. I am going on a vacation! And I'm going as a Gunbreaker too. Worked really hard to get this relic weapon, and I'm going to show it off as much as possible. But, yeah. Oh. I have a missing skill. Hold on. I forgot that they actually changed this shit. Huh. Continuation changes the Fated Brand, Noble Blood, and Lionheart. Okay. It cannot be assigned to the hotbar. Where's my dash? Oh, trajectory. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a second, but, I did not mean to activate Super Belied, but... Oh, this is starting off fantastically. Okay, let's go ahead and get this shit started with. Ojika, give me my quest. New world to explore. Welcome back, Rei'tan. I've just had a word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It'll only take a moment. Okay, that's an interesting quest accepted sound. But, here we go. Gonna go ahead and destinate. And let's see what awaits us. Hello, everyone. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Hello, Bunny. Hello, Wrath Lady. Ah, you're all here. Took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. We're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliolal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphinaud and I have another objective. As part of the reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kryle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives. Nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. As for both reasons, both official and personal, I should much like to get to the bottom of that mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a child's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Let's see. Hoist sail and let the wind take it as she please. We won't make you downstream by sitting here talking about it. Yeah, I'm going with the second one. A man of action. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Alrighty, let's get on with it. Alrighty. Well, with that taken care of, let's talk with Erenville again. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Alright. Here we go. Starting at the break of dawn.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Though Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map, the vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Buthiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointingly so.
I love this character.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
What was that?
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Yep, I got everything ready. Alright, let's get on with this. Set sail to new adventure.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Walk la mat!
Well, she's certainly eager. This'll be fun. Hopefully. And here's the world map. Sailing from Sharlayan. Make our way down.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
You got that right.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession.
Oh, what have you learned?
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Oh, you're going to make me do the work. Okay, fine, fine.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
I really need to finish Eureka one of these days. I've actually done a lot of the content in this game, like a crazy amount. I have like 3,000 hours clocked in this game, but I really need to finish like Eureka and Voyage. Those are two things that are still on my to-do list. Anyway, what does Wookset have to say? You've always got combat on the mind. Alright, what do you have to say? Oh, well, this will be my first visit to Tural. Bonjentine. God, I cannot pronounce these L's names to save my life. I work at Estahim's Aesthetics in Wuldaw, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Sharlayan in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel. When I overheard rumor of another passenger had suddenly opened up. I told the Dawntrail Ladies all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like a perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Alright, well, best of luck to you. Retired mercenary. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. Ah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Hopefully you weren't part of that group that I ended up killing in the Wanderer's Palace. Early adventurer? My story? Well, since you asked, I was the first to retrace the historic journey of the great Kettenram. Now, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago. Mulja leader is said to have welcomed Kettenram with open arms. and sent him with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back: potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. Grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Tales say Ketran returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage. It was never heard from again, that even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such tremendous testimony to the ocean's peril. Oh boy. Okay. What do you have to say, Alfie? I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. Reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. Wonder if this is stuff that came about because of Leviathan. Want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who'll sit next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wook Lamont being one of them, of course. But from what a Muljab look was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. So, she's called the Third Promise. Huh. Interesting. Self-assured trader. An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself, based in Ul'dah. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for various races to be referred to instead of by the names of certain clans for the Mikote, the Estaro, the Hrothgar, the Zabral, not because every member of a clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of the race are associated with a clan. Fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay? Oh, passage to a shark. I'm not going back. Alright, Kryl, what do you have to say? You learn anything of interest? A few things. Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wooklanat and Anvil teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Oh, storm's brewing.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Looks like it. Oh. You sick?
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Putting on a brave face, are ya?
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Tural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oh, that was... Oh, Jesus!
We're in the teeth of it now, lads! Reef that sail before the mast snaps!
Oh dear.
Only elves without watch! This wind's too strong to take any sound! I'm falling off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Oh boy.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
It's nothing.
Voklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Poor thing.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Well, things seem to be okay.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Yeah, pretty much.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Boobies.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
That's good.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
That's our healer for us.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
Poor thing.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Yes, let's do that. Let's do it.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
There it is. Roll credits. Now, we're finally here. Oh, this is jazzy. Wow, this place is bustling.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tural are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
I mean, I think she did.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tural?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tural.
Well, she's certainly happy. And this is going to be fun. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, there's a lot of people here. What is that system configuration? Graphic settings. Display settings. I'll have to look this up later. But for now... Now I say? Oh, I didn't. I wanted to talk to Alfie. Kyle. Alright. And Wuklama. Poor thing. Alright, Aaronville. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Alright. And now Wu. Oh. Mountain Chromite Weapon Coffer. While being on solid ground has improved Wuklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Poor thing. Right then, first things first. Ugh, still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folks were, so the Third Promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The Third Promise does not get seasick. No, sir. For my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially when they're in the company of the Third Promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to, command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, Third Promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Rei'tan, you and Kryl can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wulklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Poor thing. Poor thing. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Aaronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats, barges ferrying cargo in and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Tural, the southern landmass. Plans there produce various goods for export. The wares were unloaded here and carted off by the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Alright, they're following me. I know this... Yes, I know this deal. But hey, we're finally here. Well, first things first, I'm heading to the Aetheryte. Oh, wait. First things first, I've got this. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuyalal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to important wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh right, I should mention that here in Tuliolal, we buy things with Pel, the currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Meki Meki, another market for the east of here, but that's can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit to the northwards and the stairs to a certain plaza. Can't wait to see the look on your faces. Alright, so this is the levy mate. Alright. Okay. There's a summoning bell, there's the hunt board, and the market board. Wow, it's already so very lively. Alright. You get this Aetheryte. And I should probably be running back. Yep, this is the right way, because I know an Aetheryte when I see it. First off, I'm attuning to this thing. Alright, we're good to go. And... what do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliolal? I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Sharlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then you can slope. We'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Tural. Make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, so that's the headquarters for the Lands Guard. Okay. This place is quite the jazzy music. Very nice. Is this the way, or...? Nope, I'm completely lost. Nope, this is not the right way. Let me change that? Check that? Oh yeah, this place is very, very busy. I'm going to have to spend some time off camera getting all the aetherites. Alright, let's keep moving. Battlecraft suppliers, tradecraft suppliers, gemstone trader, retainer. Okay, good to know. Good to know. This is a nice place. Very pretty. Talon March? Oh look, alpacas! Oh, since there's no chocobos here, it's all alpacas. I love that. Alright, good to know, good to know. Now it's going to take a while for me to get used to this place. But let's just enjoy the vibes until then. Oh, found another aetheryte, so might as well get this. Resplendent Quarter. Aww. The arterial climb. Alright. There's the main palace, but I believe we're not going here just yet. Copperstone. Ah, this is the way I need to go. Maybe I should be a dancer for this so I can use Peloton, because this place is very big. Like, crazy big. Alright, attuning to this. And we're good to go. Alright, so, Bright Plume Posts. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tural and preserving the peace. The Lance Guard are led by the nation's strongest warriors, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Ja took over as commander, the title is no empty honor, means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanon and Alize should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time to show you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. Alright. Here we go. Oh, cutscene? Or is it voiced or not? Massive, isn't it? On the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Tural, the southern lands, and the mother, and Tural, the northern lands of the father, lie beyond the bridge. Legends say that it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating it split the continent in twain. Familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of conflicts between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Tural, those lands are also part of Tulial's nation, correct? That's right, isn't my father incredible? He united the two people of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. Only when Papa traveled to the lands to put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Oop. Crossing the bridge to Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new purpose until the Rite of Succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. Never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. Alright. We must have covered half the city by now. Tural is like any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Alright. A city of stairs. Second half of the tour. Alright. They approach the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tural certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Alright. They're following me again. I want to at least see what this weapon is. It's probably not even good. I want to at least see what it looks like. Oop. Oh, that's actually very pretty. Not a fan of the green and purple, but looks a little too jokery. But for now, let's make our way back. I'm definitely going to be enjoying myself here. I can feel it. Alright. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhui temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Tural to appease the gods who slumbered in the Great Ocean Trench. After the Yokhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. When Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically at the very center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves had become the foundation of the city, as you see. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tural. Climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Alright, so I'm basically just going back the way I went. Oh, and we have one here. So first off, Kryl. Your skill at this place is incredible. I wonder what the carving on the top represents. Yeah, that's a good question. And Wuflamat? Papa's palace is called Voluk Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we're coming back here later. Let's move on for now. Alright? This definitely is a city of stairs. I really like the night theme here. It's very chill. This is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? We have residents from all the Yoctoral clans, Mamulja, Jabral, Pelupelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have Frontawata, Etzaro, and Chitona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Tural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. True representation of Turali's diverse character, these adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. So beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we'll continue down the stairs. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright. Huge drum? Never seen such an enormous drum. What could one even use to beat such an instrument? That big drum over there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Oh god. Oh god. Tough love. Anyway, here's our next destination. Here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliolal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Hona brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. That was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements, trades with frontier communities has never been easier. That's enough about the rituals. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Oh god, we're going back. Jesus Christ. Really making my ass move. Oh, it's right here. I was thinking we were going back to the palace, but my mistake. And this is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When giants were still here, it was known as Yoctoral's Landgate, but when Papa founded Tuliolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievements. Through this gate is Kusama Uka, the wetland south of the city. Depending on what the Right of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kusama Uka, the name alone sounds intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Ah, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. You have some really bad luck, don't you, Wuklamat? Don't forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Alright. Alright, let me check the map really quick. Oh. I'm gonna have to go all the... I'm definitely doing this shit, later. There we go. Alright, Lamont. Give me your details. If you wish to learn the history of Tural, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? Alright. What's so special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they may look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you look really good, if you take a really good look, you'll see something much more interesting. Alright. Following event cannot be skipped. That's fine. Please tell me this is voiced. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then that must be... That's right. It follows the exploit of my father Gulul Jaja and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tural saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged are all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tural came to be. Study them as long as you like. Okay. Well, first let me talk to Wuklamat. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. Okay? Brotherhood. Pillars tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said that the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds? Here we have the Lay of Reeds, the story that Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kuzamauka. Ah, the people Aphrodite mistook for Vanu. Not for the colorful plumage, he spent a fair bit of time amongst the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year. Very famous and a lot of fun. Alright, Lay of Pots. Now let's see, this one's the Lay of Pots, which depicts the Moblins of Kuzamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift-giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. And Lay of Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure here is one of the Zabral, like me. For decades, the Zabral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forests of Yaktel. Since the actions Paka took to the end of conflicts has since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tural. There is a clan of Hrothgar and Boja known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, the brawled men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary within locations. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Alright. I'll save the blank pillar for last. Lay of Gold. The Lay of Gold, this pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkapacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliol's markets, and their traveling peddlers a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks they are clever and calculating traders. Okay. Lay of Ice. This is one of my favorites, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidarl of Valigarmanda. As I should explain, a Tural Vidarl is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespans and awakened to preternatural power. Oh, so it is like an auspice in Othard. Atara described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidarl and sealed away in the Urkapacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valigarmanda is a symbol of power. That's why you see its likeness on Tuliol's national emblem and adorning the banners at its palace. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And Lay of Proof. The Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Tural. You recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate? Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew to the mountains of Urkapacha. Never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resources to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone? What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Tural history? That's interesting. Blank pillar? Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar here for the next chapter of Tuliol's history, whatever that might be. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. That was actually very interesting. I'm quite happy with that. I love digging through lore. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. Now I think I'm ready to eat again. Let's go and have ourselves a bite at the local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Alright. Let's get going to get something to eat. Oh, I guess this is the place. What a lovely establishment. I'm reminded of Bismarck and Limsa Laminsa. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliol classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Zabalyav Ye the best. Oh god, I'm going to be butchering everything. I live in the Southwest, and I can't pronounce this shit to save my life. All I need, and I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Evu. Alright. Head downstairs. Oh, right on the beach. Oh, this... Oh, I can see this being a big hangout spot. Kyle? And Whoop Lamont. Alright. Let's do it.
Brook Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Oh, you're cute.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Interesting.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
I mean, there was a nice place on the beach right there.
Oh. Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh. No.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihyolal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
Oh, I do not like them. one bit.
A
Fuck those
two-headed
guys.
Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
I, for one, agree. Oh, 1 second. I got a call coming.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Well, that was certainly interesting. Chocolate Kryl. Looking forward to some authentic Tural cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphinaud and the others at the palace. Alright. Wuklamot's been having a rough start to this whole thing. Poor thing. Let's check the map. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to stop this episode right here. It's been over an hour, and we'll get to some really meaty, important stuff in the next episode. So, for now, this is Ray Moonwolf. I keep doing that. This is Rei'tan Luclaw, signing off. Later, guys, and have a good day.